How's it going, people? Let's talk wrestling. I have a sinus infection, so gonna be a little bit of pausing here and there. I don't know what it is. Maybe the changing seasons or whatever. But WWE Raw just went off the air. I got some thoughts. I got some opinions to share. So, first segment, you had sorry about that. They have that sinus thing going up again. Adam Pearce handing Rhea Ripley her replacement title. They called it the Women's World Title. I forgot what he handed Asuka. So they're taking the color out of the belts and just making it plain gold. And he said that Rhea Ripley deserved it or whatever. And out came Cody Rhodes. Cody said, "Hey Rhea, I respect you and whatever, but I don't respect Dom because Dom is dodging this challenge that I put out to him." Eventually, the Miz comes out. Miz tries to attack Cody. Cody takes care of the Miz, and Dom sneak attacks Cody, which leads to Rhea Ripley accepting the match for Dom. Fast forward a little bit, you have Cody Rhodes backstage, and he says that, I'm not naive to what's going to happen. Brock didn't show up. He didn't accept my challenge, and I'm facing Dom. So after I beat up Dom, Brock's probably going to come out, and I'm going to be ready for it. Rewinding back, Cody versus The Miz. Cody beat The Miz. The match was fairly decent. You guys got to stop saying The Miz can't wrestle. The guys have been giving quality matches for like over 10. I'm not even going with that thing, but Cody does end up winning. He hits the Cody Cutter, then the Crossroads, 1, 2, 3. Moving on past that one. Sorry, let me just check these notes real quick. See, Cody, let's see. Oh, then you had Becky Lynch in the ring. She cut a promo talking about how when she wins the Money in the Bank, the Money in the Bank, it has power. It causes people to do crazy things out of fear, and she likes that, and that's why she's gonna win the Money in the Bank because she likes to use that fear to win or whatever. Outcomes Zoe Stark. Zoe Stark says something about. Look, I'm just skip over Zoe Stark's promo. It was kind of irrelevant. I hate to say it, but Chelsea and Deville come out, and it leads to a match between Becky and Chelsea. Becky Lynch ends up winning. I would say it was a good match, but it wasn't anything memorable. Chelsea Green is a hell of a wrestler, but Becky ends up winning. What did she? I think she won with a roll up. Yeah, I think yeah. No, she won with this a roll up into the disarmer. Um, yeah, like I said, nothing wrong with the match, but just kind of, you know, forgettable for what it was. Then you had you had Matt Riddle versus Damian Priest. I would say probably this was match of the night. You had Matt Riddle really going his bag with the submissions, the striking. Uh, Damian Priest, he does end up winning this match. He hits a razor's edge off of the middle rope. I don't think I've ever seen that. Like, Riddle went up for a floating bro on the second rope or a moonsault or whatever, and Damian Priest just caught him and hit that and hit the um, and hit the razor's edge. Also, when Damian Priest hit that broken arrow, that was kind of sick. Like he just gave no regard for Matt Riddle's body, just completely tossed that man, like launched him, and he landed just so awkwardly on the mat. You said, like I see where they're going. I know why Riddle didn't win this match because he's got another plan with Gunther coming up later, and for Money in the Bank. Let's see, you have Ricochet versus Bronson Reed. The match ends in a disqualification match. Another, I would say, okay, fairly okay match. Bronson, he picks up Ricochet on the outside and just like long darts him into Shinsuke Nakamura. Shinsuke gets up on the ring apron, kicks down Bronson Reed. It causes a disqualification. Bronson Reed wins via disqualification. And Ricochet and Nakamura team up to beat Bronson Reed. They suplex him or whatever, and then they suplex him off of the top rope. And then afterwards, backstage, Ricochet's like, hey, I ain't need you to do that. You kind of cost me a match, and if you get in the way again, it's gonna be problems. And then Nakamura's like, yeah, it's not gonna be any problems, but I'm gonna take care of Bronson Reed next week, and then you can do what you want to do. So, I don't know if this is forming a tag team or it's gonna cause a little bit of tension between both of the guys. But I know that neither one of them are gonna win the Money in the Bank ladder match, especially if they're in this weird three-way triangle with Bronson Reed. I don't like. It's obvious he's not going to allow both of them, either one of them, to climb that ladder. So he's going to have a say in that match sometime where down the line. Um, then you had Shayna Baszler defeating Raquel Rodriguez. Shayna goes after Raquel's leg, which kind of doesn't do anything because Raquel just picks up Shayna's leg, attacks her thigh, hits it a couple times, and out muscles her. Um, Raquel tries to go for a power bomb on Shayna. Ronda Rousey gets up on the ring. Raquel tries to pick up Ronda. She can't do it. Shayna rolls up Rodriguez, and Ronda Rousey puts her foot on Rodriguez's back to stop her from kicking out or whatever. So for now, I would guess they're done with Raquel Rodriguez. Maybe until Liv Morgan comes back over there, find something else for Raquel to do. But they're obviously moving on to the NXT Women's Tag Team Champions to get maybe they're replacing all these belts so far. So they probably want to do like a new or like a all gold belt, like a more modernized version instead of having all these four belts just randomly around. They want to have like some kind of uniformity with the belt. So it's definitely coming on sooner or later. Uh, then you had uh, a very short match. Chad Gable defeated Eric of the Viking Raiders. So 30 seconds into the match, Valhalla, she charges Maxine Dupree, and then Maxine Dupree arm bars her to the arm drags her to the mat, and Chad Gable he hits a sunset flip. Sorry, sunset flip cover on Eric, gets pinfall 1, 2, 3. Um, like I said, this whole Alpha Academy is just it's weird. Like now it's sort of like okay, you got Maxine Dupree in here, you got Otis, you got Chad. So obviously one of them is going to betray one another for Maxine Dupree. I just don't get why they didn't include the maximum. Now the maximum male models are like they were kind of getting over now. Like it's just like another stunt of growth, and it's just like okay, you could have built like a couple of stars, had some funny stuff between Maximum Male Models, Chad Gable being on the same team. You could kind of build them into a cool stable. I mean, you got a tag team, you got an Intercontinental guy in Otis or World Heavyweight or uh, I guess because Chad's the leader, he could be World Heavyweight. It was so many things you could have did. Now with it being this 3-man group or 2-man, 1-woman group, it's so a certain way you can go because like maybe a tag team, but they don't really do too many tag team matches, and when they do, they're losers. And the singles thing is just stupid because it's two of them, and most of the time Chad loses. Yeah, so yeah, that was that, and it's all leading to Chad and Maxine versus one of the Viking Raiders and Sarah Logan. Yeah, just a story that's completely going nowhere. Uh, let's see. Uh, uh, Imperium, who beat up Matt Riddle after the match between him and Damian Priest. They beat him up, and then they get in Owens and Zayn's face, saying that payback that we're having a Riddle or whatever, and then Kevin Owens goes off on Imperium saying, look, you guys want to have a match, we'll put the titles up, I don't care, blah, blah, blah. I'm in a t-shirt and shorts, but I need to do it, so I get another t-shirt, so that's kind of funny. But yeah, it sets up to Owens and Zayn versus Imperium from what was just a regular tag match to a World Heavyweight title tag match. Let's see, moving on past that. Huh. I think it one more match of the show? I could have swore it was one more match of the show. I think. Let me see. Let me make sure. Because I could have swore there was something in between the Gunther and right there. Chad Gable. Huh. I guess so. I guess it really was um, the main event after that. Like, oh yeah. The part I'm missing out. So that was a point in the show where Finn Balor, he's like backstage and he's like kind of like distraught. He goes to the ring. He calls out Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins comes out and Seth's like, "Hey man, you got something to say to me? Say it, whatever." And Finn Balor just goes on the thing of, 7 years ago we had a match and you ruined everything. You injured me and cost me my only World Heavyweight title win, and I've never been the same. And the crowd just keeps singing Seth Rollins' battle hymn or whatever, and uh, Finn's like, I can't talk because of these idiots singing your song, but I want to challenge you for that World Heavyweight title and correct the wrong that happened 7 years ago. And Seth says, okay, you want to do that, but looking at you right now, you won't be able to do it because you're just a sad, excuse of a wrestler. And, the difference between me and you is I adapted to the changes, evolve my character. You didn't, you just became bitter. But who's going to fight me at Money in the Bank? Is it going to be this guy or is it going to be the guy from 7 years ago who had hunger and drive and everything like that? So I think that's going to be probably a good match. Seth versus hmm, some version of Finn Balor. So I'm looking forward to that one. Main event, you had Kevin Owens and Sammy defeating Imperium. Uh, Pretty solid match. At the end of the match, Gunther and Kevin Owens are finally outside. Out comes Matt Riddle, flanked by security. Gunther hits him with a boot to the face, and then Owens double arm DDTs Gunther on the ring apron, which allows Sami Zayn to hit the Blue Thunder Bomb with a tight pinfall. And I can't remember the last time I've seen Sami Zayn get a win with the Blue Thunder Bomb. It's been quite a while, but yeah, he hit the Blue Thunder Bomb on Ludwig Kaiser, and Imperium loses to Owens and Zayn. Now, granted, this isn't the tag version. I mean, we're still waiting on um, Giovanni Vinci. I don't know if he was legitimately hurt or what's going on with that, but I'm pretty sure Owens and Zayn haven't heard the last of Imperium. This is just a small roadblock, and obviously they're setting up Riddle versus Gunther for Money in the Bank for the IC title. I think that match is going to be the one that could really steal the show. Um, but anyway, I'm gonna get out of here, and I'm gonna catch you guys later. Tell me your favorite match of the night. Like I said, my favorite match of the night, hands down, Riddle versus Damian Priest. A really, really good match. So anyway, I'm gonna catch you guys later. Peace out.